So what's up with the unbalanced coverage? Media Research Center Director Rich Noyes is here, along with Newsday columnist and Fox News contributor Ellis Henican. We're also calling him the Silver Fox. That's his new name here. Rich, let's start with you. So what do you think the big ruckus is all about? Why are they tagging along with Barack Obama overseas?
Well, they're tagging along because they think he's a rock star. They want to promote him as a rock star. They think the Obama campaign is the big, huge news this year. But what they're doing is they're giving one candidate in a presidential race just gobs and gobs of free publicity. It's a huge in-kind contribution to his campaign. You're right. John McCain made this exact same trip to the exact same countries, including Iraq. And CBS Evening News only gave it about 10 seconds worth of coverage for the entire trip. Now, Katie Couric is going along with Barack Obama and getting him one-on-one interviews. It's clearly not the same standard.
But the networks would say that this is, in fact, a legitimate news story, since it is his first time over there in a war zone since becoming the presumptive Democratic presidential nominee.
Yeah, well, it's actually, it is a news story, but that, John McCain traveling in March after he was the presumptive Republican nominee was also a news story. And
but they say he's been there lots and lots of times. Ellis, what do you think?
I'm glad Rich isn't my news director. I mean, what are the first three letters of news, right? N-E-W. Barack Obama, for better or worse, is the new guy, the one with the risk, the one with the drama. And watching how he does in the Middle East is, frankly, way more interesting right now than watching John McCain go for the 47th time.
Yeah, but, I mean, you have to admit that when you look at this, it appears to not be fair. Let's take a look at some of these numbers right there. We have some numbers from one of the coverage. Let's see, there we go. Here it is. Network news candidate coverage from June until now. For Barack Obama, between the three networks, he got 114 minutes of coverage. Right. John McCain, 48 minutes of coverage. So the networks are just going to add to that Obama coverage. How can that possibly be fair?
So what would we do? We would
because
have
it looks like they're cheerleading for one candidate over the other.
In fact, plenty of the coverage has been harsh and tough. I mean, we've just been through the New Yorker. We've just been through the New Yorker cover. We've been through Jesse Jackson performing painful surgery. We performed all kinds of things.
That's not tough coverage about Obama.
Listen, the deeper reality here is that one campaign this year has been really, really interesting, and the other's been a snoozer. I don't believe in affirmative action for journalism. Let's cover what's interesting, huh?
Rich, what about that?
You cannot create a standard where you can cover one horse in a two-horse race. I mean, this is a presidential campaign. Both candidates deserve coverage. When what the media can do if they want to prove they're not in the tank for Barack Obama, as all the coverage so far has shown, that when they go over there in these one-on-one interviews, they can ask him tough questions and they can actually hold him accountable. They have not done that so far this whole campaign.
No,
it's been pre-puff coverage all the way.
In fact, the better story is not getting that one-on-one you spoke about, but finding the stumble, finding the crack in the armor. That's the great get this time.
What about
they should be asking him about the surge, where he was totally wrong about the surge back in January of 2007. He's going to go to Iraq. You have the great war correspondent Michael Yon today saying the war is basically won and we've won it. Ask him about that. Ask him about how wrong he's been.
Hopefully he will ask him about this. I want to get your take on this, guys. Nightly news ratings, huge decline in recent years. How much do you think this is really about attracting that young demographic, getting young viewers, getting those eyeballs back at network news, because they're not at network news anymore?
Listen, if they had a clue about how to get those eyeballs back, believe me, they would do it. I don't think even this is going to do it.
You don't think this is a business decision?
There are changes in our culture and the way we consume media that frankly turns it into a dinosaur.
All right, guys, we're going to have to leave it there. Thanks so much for joining us. Rich Noyes from the Media Research Center, Ellis Henican from Newsday.